Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful day today, and welcome to another episode of Beginner's Guide to Rocket League. So today we're going to be covering basic aerials, so you can take off to the air and beat your opponents to the ball. Just a quick shout out before we get into the video, if you do enjoy my content, it'd be appreciated if you could consider subscribing. Also drop a like on the video if it was helpful, and put a comment down below on what kind of content you would like to see more of in the future. I also live stream most nights over at twitch.tv/Endez if you're interested in joining us over there. But without further ado, let's jump into the episode and I will show you how to aerial. So we're gonna jump into free play here to begin with. And I'm just gonna show you first of all how we're gonna jump for the ball. So when you're aerialing, it's important to know that we're gonna treat our car like a rocket, okay? So a rocket needs to be vertical. You can see we've got a boost tank on the back. So we need to jump and tilt our car backwards so we can jump up in the air. So just give it a little jump, tilt back on the stick, and get your car facing directly up. First of all, we're just going to jump, tilt back, hold boost until we're all the way up and hit off the roof and then fall back down to the ground. Just do this a few times, just get used to how it feels jumping up into the air and then bouncing off the roof. Now, when we are doing aerials, we're going to be fighting against gravity. Gravity is going to be trying to pull us down, and we've got to fight against it, so that's why we need to use our boost. So you might hear the term feathering your boost a lot, and this is something that confused me when I first started out. I would feather my boost, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I just felt like I was jumping about and, just tapping my boost like this, like tapping circle. It wasn't really doing anything. So a really good way of getting used to feathering your boost is to just jump and try and hover your car just above the ground. So in order to do this, we're going to jump, tilt our car back, and then you're basically trying to treat the floor like it's lava, but you're not letting your car ever hit the ground. We're just trying to keep it low, and this is going to get you used to keeping your car in one position. You're basically trying to keep your car as still as you can. So you boost up a bit, and then you let go. Gravity's going to pull you down, and then you have to boost again. So you're just trying to get used to how it feels to get your car to stay in one position, like so. And once you kind of get the hang of this, you can start moving about the field a bit. So, if you push forwards whilst you're doing this, you'll start moving forwards a bit like this. And then if you realize you're going too fast, you'll need to pull back a bit. And if I get used to that, you can also move left and right. So if I start pushing my car to the right like this, it's going to go right. Now, you want to make sure you're doing very small movements when you do this. If you do it too quick, you're going to fly off. So it's very, very tiny movements when you're doing aerials. So yeah, like this, and you can start using your air roll buttons. So you can start tilting your car and changing directions using air roll left and right. This is a little bit more advanced, but it is good to get used to this. Just tilting your car to the sides whilst you do this in order to keep your car facing one direction. So a good practice for this is just come right in front of the ball here in this circle, jump up in the air and start doing what I showed you before, and see if you can do a ring around this circle. So we're going to keep ball cam on here, and we're going to turn off to the right, and we're going to have to air roll our car to the right, keep boosting, we're going to have to keep air rolling to the right again, and just trying to make sure our car is always facing the ball, like this. It's going to be quite hard when you first start out, but the more you do it, the better you're going to get, and this is going to be really good for getting good aerial control off the bat. Just like this. Once you get good, you can maybe go the other way. You're going to have to, yeah, same thing again. But now we're air rolling left in order to keep our car in the right direction. Just like so. Feel free to go a bit higher as well if you want. You can boost up a little bit more. And just never let your car hit the ground. If you do lose control, you're boosted, you're lost control, you come back down to the ground, it's okay, just jump back up and start your aerial again. Okay, so this is the basics on how to aerial. I'm going to show you one more advanced thing. So it's good to know that if you do a single jump, you have that, I think it's 1.5 seconds in order to flip. So if you jump and aerial for the ball, then you can flip as long as you don't wait too long. If you wait too long, now you won't get your flip. So you have about 1.5 seconds, I believe, in order to get that flip. But there is a thing called a fast aerial, and a fast aerial is when you double jump in order to get up higher quicker. So I'll show you what it looks like first, and then I'll show you how I'm doing it. So a fast aerial looks like this. And then back down to the ground. So it's basically a double jump whilst you're aerialing, and I'd highly recommend when you're doing these fast aerials, if you hold back on your stick before you even jump, that way your car's going to tilt right away, and once you feel you're maybe about almost vertical, but just before, you can jump again, and that's going to get your car up high. Because basically, if you jump like this, and then tilt up, you're not going to be as fast, because if you jump like this, that second jump boosts your car even higher up the way. So holding back on the stick, we're going to jump once, let go, and then jump again, all whilst holding boost. So like this. And you might be struggling when you first start out to boost and jump at the same time. You might be how I meant to press 2 buttons at once. So how I do it is I have my fingertip on circle, and then I just use the side of my thumb to kind of roll onto the X button. I can't really show you how I'm doing that, but you know, some people do it multiple ways. Some people turn their finger sideways so they can do it, but it's just going to come with time. So you want to try and hold boost the whole way through. If you're not holding boost the whole way through, it might end up looking kind of like this. Which is still okay, but it's not going to be as fast as being able to hold boost the whole way through your jump. And that's just going to be good for beating people to the ball. So that's going to be the basics of aerialing in free play. So let's jump into some other training packs, and I'll show you what to do here. So we're going to come along to aerial. We're just going to start off on rookie. And here you can see we have the ball, it's just a little bit up in the air, so we're just going to drive up to the ball, give it a little jump, boost into the ball, and then try and tap it into the net. Now, you got to think about where you need to hit the ball, right? Because this ball's a little bit left of the goal, I'll need to hit it with the right side of my car. So it might be, a lot of people when they first start out, they're so focused on hitting the ball, they'll just end up going like this, and they'll hit the middle. You want to make sure you're getting to that left-hand side of the ball, and then hitting it with the side of your car like that. So I'll show you the replay here. Gonna jump, boost, hit it with the corner of my car like that. So if you just pay attention to the replay here, you can really see which part of the car I'm hitting it with. I'm just hitting it with that right corner of my car in order to push the ball to the other side. This one's a bit straighter. You can maybe do a flip on this one if you want, so boost up to the ball, and then flip to get a bit more power on it. Flipping obviously puts a lot more power on the ball, but you can only do that when the ball's a bit lower to the ground, because you only have that 1.5 second margin in order to get your flip. So, yep, like that, doing a little bit of a feather on the booster. Let's do one more on this training pack. A lot of these shots are very similar, they're just at different angles. Just like so. And you can use that flip to kind of adjust your angle as well, so you know, if you're maybe not quite, I'll try and show an example here. If I'm a bit off to the side, oh, I didn't have my flip there, so let's get a bit closer to the ball. If I'm a bit to the left, I can maybe flip off to the side and then recover the goal. Your flip can be really good for recovering an aerial. So as you can see, I jumped and I was too far on the left, and then I flipped off to the right, and that gave me the shot. So let's change it up here, and we'll just go into the next aerial training pack here. So we'll go into Pro. And as you can see, the ball's a bit higher now, so it's going to be good to start using your fast aerials for this. You can start out just doing a single jump and just tapping the ball, but you really want to get used to doing fast aerials here. So using that double jump I showed you, so holding back on the stick, double jumping in the air, and you can see I used a lot less boost there in order to get the ball. So I barely used any boost, just to get up in the air and then a little bit there, and that was all we needed to get the shot. Again, just a nice little fast aerial, and then hit it forwards, and a nice straight shot there. So a lot of these are very similar. I think on this pack, if you get to the 4th one, I believe, they start giving you some harder ones. So we'll tap that one in again, and some of these shots will be moving, and they're definitely a bit harder to hit. I'll just try and get to one here. If not, I'll just cut to it in the video if it doesn't show up soon. Scuff that one. Let's try again. Okay, so here we've got a moving one. Definitely gonna be a bit harder, so just let it fire and kind of like look at where the arc's going, and you can decide on where you want to hit the ball. Now this is good because if you're just starting out, you can wait a bit longer before you jump for the ball and kind of do it like this, and then as you get better, you want to try and hit the ball sooner. So as you get better, you maybe want to get up quicker and go directly for the ball, and then see if you can hit it like that. And when you're first starting out, don't pay too much attention to the net, just focus on hitting the ball. Because yeah, you're going to have a hard enough time scoring, so just try to get used to hitting the ball, And then as you get better, you can start trying to aim it towards net. So let's try to get this one on goal here. There we go. I'll just show you the replay here, and then I'll show you the last training pack we can do here. Okay, so there's one final training pack here under aerial. Now, I would say the aerial packs out of all the other trainings they give you off the game, this is probably the most useful one they have, because the shots are pretty decent. But there is a few custom training packs people have done as well. So this will be another fast aerial. Just want to jump up quick, try and get solid contact on the ball. Let's try and score this one. Oh, almost got the double tap there. So as you can see, my accuracy still isn't the best, but it's all about just taking your time and just trying to get good solid hits on the ball. Using that feathering your boost as well, so just tapping circle when you have to. Not going full boost. As you can see, just tapping, 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 and then getting the shot. I'll just show you, if you do go full boost, it's going to be a very hard shot to score. If I'm going full boost like this, it's going to be very hard. You're going to be going so fast that you have to be so accurate. So it's better just to feather your boost. And that way you can really adjust your shots. And you can always follow up your shots like that as well, if need be. So we'll just do one more here, and then I'll maybe show you a few custom packs that are pretty good as well. I'll show you the one I use the most actually as of recent to try and get better at the game. Trying to improve my aerials. Nice, okay, there we go. Okay, so my game just had a little crash there, so I'm just going to show you the training we can do here. So it's under custom, we'll be able to browse, we can come down to the ultimate warm-up pack, and this is the one I've been using most recently to get better at my shots. It's got a mixture of shots here, and they are definitely a bit more advanced here, so you know, don't feel bad if the shots take you a bit of time. But some really good shots here. Get used to getting accurate aerials on the ball, and yeah, just getting good speed. Okay, let's get a cleaner one here, and it's just going to teach you how to hit the ball correctly with the sides of your car in order to get it on net. Nice, there we go. But there's quite a few really good custom packs here. And you're just trying to get nice powerful shots on net if you can, but when you first start out, don't worry if they're not too powerful. Especially if you're in the lower ranks, gold to platinum, most of the time a solid aerial shot will go in. Just like this. I'll show you one more shot here. This one's going to hit off the roof, so definitely a bit harder. Try to get one that just goes straight into net. There we go. Nice. That's going to be it for this episode of Beginner's Guide to Rocket League. If you have enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Also drop a like on the video if you found it helpful. And also drop a comment down below on what you'd like to see more of in the future. And also if I didn't explain anything enough, let me know and I will reply in the comments. Again, I'll be live streaming over at twitch.tv/Endez if you're interested in joining me there. And I will be leaving a link for my Twitch and my Discord down below if you're interested. But other than that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and take it easy. Peace.